we're going to go on and take a look at the Bluesurf capability. If you're ever going to work in surfacing and solid edge, it's the best bet to just to go to ordered because, well, let's say if you create complex surfaces in synchronous, they're just going to be dead in the water as soon as you create them. You have to make sure that's exactly what you want because other than recreating them or making something else to replace it, you're going to be stuck with it. So you make them in ordered, and there's actually a surprising amount of editability. Anyway, let's take a look at the Bluesurf, roughly the equivalent of the SolidWorks boundary surface. Now we've looked at this. I've looked at this one before, and here's a problem that I see with this. If I click this one, right click to accept, and then click this one, right click to accept, it just does basically a loft between those two. That's great. That's what it does in SolidWorks. That's what it's supposed to do. So I'm going to switch now to the selection of the guide curve, which would be the direction 2 in SolidWorks boundary surface. Click on this and then right click to accept it. And notice it gives the hump in between and everything, but it doesn't extend to the ends of the direction 2 curve. This is like you've got the option trim direction 1 turned on in SolidWorks, but I can't see a way to control that here. Let's try this out. Actually, let's delete this surface and start it again. And this time, let's select these curves a little differently. I'm going to click on this one, right click, change to the direction 2, click on this one, and right click. Now this does exactly what the SolidWorks boundary surface does, which I think is really nice. I mean, that's the way it should do it. But now I'm going to jump back to the first setting to select direction 1, click on this, and right click. And now it's doing a couple of things that I don't expect. First of all, I didn't expect to have to select, and then jump back to the first selection. And second, why is it flaring like this at the end? Really don't know the answer to that. But here's part of the mystery, is that you see what it's done is it's added 2 sketches in the ordered side to one to each end of the surface. And this is not what I'd call ideal, because if I wanted those sketches there, I would have created them. And obviously it's got this sketch on this end that's creating this flare, which is, not what I was looking for in any case. So let's preview, finish, and then escape to get out of that. Now, these sketches are in here, but they don't have any relationship to this main spline that goes down the middle. I know that because I've done some messing around with it. If I go in here and edit this, first of all, that pushing you into a 2D view on a 3D edit is just it's kind of tough. Anyway, you can see that by editing this, it hasn't got any relationship at all to that spline. So if we get out of the sketch, the Bluesurf should fail. So if you finish here, okay, the Bluesurf fails. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these 2 sketches and pretend that I really wanted them there. Right click and move them to synchronous, because for whatever reason, I just have an easier time dealing with sketches in synchronous than I do in ordered. So now I can go in and let's edit this sketch. Go back home to the home tab. First right click, transition to synchronous. Grab this connect thing, grab a point on the spline and a point on this, and it automatically joins it up. Okay, that's nice. I'm going to hit escape now to get out of the connect. take this thing and move it. And now I'll use connect again from this point to that point. All right, and now I've done all this messing around. See, I've been editing this one, that one. I haven't had to get in to one sketch and out of it. I've just edit all of the sketches all at once. And so now when I go back to ordered mode, my Bluesurf should work. I'm going to hit escape to get out of this connect tool, right click, transition to ordered, and my Bluesurf works. Okay, so that was pretty nice. Okay, let's edit something here. You know, this is kind of nice, being able to live edit a surface like this. This is something you can set SolidWorks up to do, but my experience with it is that it doesn't work really well. We're still not really making any of these intersection points work, which is what main thing that I'm trying to do. Oh, there. That one worked. See if this one will work. No, I'm still not getting that one to work. So, well, in any case, you see some of the strengths and some of the weaknesses here. The strengths are that you can get some of this to work like that, and it would be really great if you can get it to work from both directions, but it doesn't look like that's going to be a possibility. I don't know. Those are some of the strengths. The weaknesses are that creating the two curves on the ends is definitely not well done, and we're not even talking about edge conditions yet, where you're setting up C1 or C2. So we're just trying to talk about the relationship of the sketches to the surface. And right now there's still that directional relationship between this intersection here, where this intersection can only be controlled by one spline, can't be controlled by either one. The main point I'm trying to make here is not that solid edge surfacing sucks. It's that if Solid Edge wants to improve in surfacing, they've got some sketch issues that they would appear to need to work through, especially within the synchronous way of working.